G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and a brand new series of a game that I used to play many years ago, and I got some access to it again through Origin, I guess it was, and their monthly subscription of something over three quid a month or something, and SimCity. Specifically the Cities of Tomorrow expansion pack. So we're going to be playing SimCity. I'm going to jump in, just checking if the if everything's right, if everything's correct. It's all pretty good. Don't know about the how the sound is, but I think it's pretty good actually, the music in the background. So let's jump in. Okay, so if we go play, now I've already, let's go create game, and the one I want to play on is going to be in the new section, and I think it's Verdant Jungle. Viridian Woods or Verdant Jungle? Yeah, it is Verdant Jungle. Let's jump into there. And I specifically want to focus in cities in SimCity. I specifically want to focus on Omegaco, and this series is going to be all about Omegaco. So we'll jump in and have a look at that. So Verdant Jungle is going to be the name of the region. 8 cities in this one, 2 great works. Now we're actually going to start our Verdant Jungle. Yeah, I believe that's it. So let's jump in, and if we go here, let's call the Verdant Jungle can be the region. Not in sandbox, we want things to unlock as they go. Clicking on next, and we can pick a city to go with. So if we have a quick look here, I've noticed that these cities, so there are 2 of them. So you've got 10 cities here. Oh, sorry, 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 cities and 2 great works, but 4 are connected to a great works and 4 connected to a great works. So we've got a cluster of 4 there and there, and this one here is basically a tourism city or an academy city, and same with this one. Now I do want to focus on Omegaco, as we said, and so the 2 products that we're going to need are going to be oil and iron ore. So let's jump in now, and I also want my very first city, because it needs a bit of a population as well, so my very first city is going to have a little bit of to be quite flat. Now this city here is quite good. If we have a look here, we've got other cities there. There's a bit, or not the right products, but also a bit of hills. This one over here is really good as well. So we could do the top cluster. That one's actually bang on. But I think we're going to go into this one here. I know it's because this one's got ore and oil, and two out of 3 is enough as far as the levels and the richness. So let's claim this one. We get 50,000 simoleons to play on, and just checking the cat is asleep as well. Hopefully the video is not too jumpy. It is looking a little bit jumpy at the moment. I don't know why. Maybe it's while the game was loading. Yeah, it seems to be slightly better now. But let's just have a look there. Oh God, what is happening with this? I said did I pick the right city? This one is just, well, it's up and down really, isn't it? Yeah, it is up and down. Well, let's see. It could be alright. I wanted a big flat city for the first one. Could be alright. It depends where the ore is, and it depends where the oil is. So which way the wind goes. So let's look at these 3 things first. So the ore map. Okay, so ore is up on the top landing. So we'd have all the ore up there. The oil is the oil's down below. Now, when we look at the oil as well, you must remember that really this is a massive oil field, but you could split this in half and just use the oil from the southern part of it. So, or the northern, and it depends where the wind goes. So let's have a quick look here, and we can see where we could put our city. So the wind's heading that way. So we could put industrial down in this corner. And of course, industrial is going to be all about Omegaco as well, but we need room to put the Omegaco factories. I'm not sure this is the best one for us to start on. Would I be able to claim another city straight away? I've selected the wrong one. I meant to select this one. And if we go in here, this one here, Anaconda Bay, and I believe, so again, it's going while we load in, but then it's pretty good. And Anaconda Bay again here, so this is good. And if we have a look here, we've got the wind traveling in this direction, so we'll put all of our industrial up in this top corner, and we'll put everything else residential around here. And if we have a quick look here, we've got ore. Now, just because you've got ore here and here doesn't mean we have to use both, so we use this top section. So really, it's going to be residential all the way up to about there, and this is all going to be massive block of residential. This is going to be changed as well. And of course, we've got the oil situation, which is slightly north of that as well. So oil and ore, if I have a look at them, they're right next to each other. These are going to really be... well, what we could do is we could put a lot of residential in here. So we could run all the res down here, and then we could run all of the... Yeah, this could be a real kind of... This could be a real creator kind of city. Could do that. I suppose we could, yeah, just tuck in this whole section in here and in there as well. So do residential, 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 and then maybe even run a bit of res down there as well. It depends if we want to put... I think we've got enough there. It's just the ore and the oil sit over the top of each other, these two. So really, if I was to use this ore, it'd be fine. But if I'm using this ore here and then look at the oil, they're right on top of each other. So I think I will stick with plan B, which is going to put industrial here, lots of residential in this whole corridor. And yeah, let's jump straight in. And of course the wind, just to confirm, the wind is heading towards the top of the map. Lovely. So this is SimCity 2013, one of my favorite games that I used to play, and we're back into it, so this is going to be nice. So I'm going to do a couple of things to start with. The very first thing I'm going to do is take a... no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lay down medium density avenues, and I want them to be in sort of... at right angles here, so, and to go like that. Okay, and if we come up here, we should now be able to go all the way up here and just keep this kind of going up nicely. Alright, that's all pretty nice. And of course, what I'm going to do here with these avenues, in fact, let me see if I can do this all the way. Let me do this. Is that going to be able to... Yep. And that's, and here, and then into there. So that's quite a bit of money just wasted right there. Let's also just grab the bulldoze and we'll get rid of all of this. You don't get any refund in this one either. So that's all lovely. And then what I like to do, if it's a large avenue like these, I like to delete 3 of each. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then I like to delete 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So we delete all those. Here it's going to be slightly different, but we can definitely go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to be 1, 1. That part's going to be quite difficult to do. So we'll see if we can actually do that part. We might have to make these 2 and 2. Okay, this part is going to be quite different. Let's jump back into here and we go put a curve in there. Yep, and just get that curve looking nice. And we put a curve in there and that looks nice as well. This part, we can see if this will do. Yeah, that is actually quite a nice little curve there. And then of course these ones here. Let's go here to there. Still got a little bit of a funny curve along there. And I think what we can do here is just go 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then take another one off each of them. And now we should be able to jump in here and do the squiggly line, which is here. And so it's going to be a case of... will that work? No, that won't. Yeah, that will not work. Okay, let's do say this. If I go shift, it gives me a right angle. It's a bit awkward. And then if I go... Actually, let's see if we could do this. Actually, let's just see if we can get this a little bit kind of freestyled along. In fact, we're wasting money because these roads are quite expensive. So we'll have to stop doing that. Have we taken the loan yet? I don't believe we have. So we'll take a loan very shortly. Here we go. So we are now going to, on a curve, go like that. Okay, cool. So we've got a nice kind of curved road heading along there. And let's see if we can just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend. So we'll put the curve in first. Yep, and then I want a straight line, and I want this extended all the way along there to there. And now we can start to go some low density roads, and I want these to be quite big, and I want one to be right along the boundary there as well. So let's do that all the way to there. 5,000, so that's quite a bit of money just to spend it there. Let's see if we can just do that and that. And we need to start getting some residential in as well, so let's start to get these heading off now. Just to confirm, he's at a right angle, he's all pretty good. Yeah, it's all pretty nice. And then we can actually do, say, that one. Okay, now let's jump in, see if we can grab ourselves, first of all, the very first bond of 25,000, and the 3 things that we must buy with this amount of money is the £8,000 wind plant. We'll put that one up here, and we're going to put him right at the end. Yep, fairly close to the end. Then we're going to put the sewerage just close to him, one of. Let's put him right at the end of that, and then we'll do a water pump, and we'll do this one quite near the residential and on the main road there, because we're not going to build on that main avenue. So those 3 should get going, and we've got 10,000 simoleons to play with. So now what we can do now is we can start to zone out a little bit. So here I want to get rid of just 2 on these guys because they're not a large avenue, and then we'll go back to roads and jump into the small road, or what do we call it, a low density street, and put a curve on. So then we've got a lovely curve going on there. So that's all quite nice. Okay, I'm feeling a T intersection coming on. Let's do this. Let's go to, say, there, and let's also do that. And I'm thinking this one should connect up. That should be nice. And then let's do this and that. Okay, and let's go here and here, and let's just go up to there for the moment. I think we're too close to where our industrial needs to be, so let's get rid. And this little one here, I wonder if we could just do this. So it'll be bulldoze. It'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, and try and get the curve in first. I think this is going to be right on 4 across. So I'm not sure if we can go. Sorry, 1, 2, 1, 2, and hopefully this one works out. I'm not sure this is going to work out. Nope. Your city is broke. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Yes, we need to zone. Turn off some buildings. Increase taxes. We can't do anything there. Oh God. Right. We were building then. Turn off some buildings. Let me see here. Let me go here. Right. Let's turn this off. Closed. Turn that off. I need to zone up immediately, and we'll get some tax coming in. So let's do this straight away. Just get some zoning going on. So just put those into there, and then we should be able to go here, here, and all the way down to there. Let's get these guys in with a bit of zoning there. And I'm just going to see if I can go here to here with the blue. I don't know if this will save us. I think it might. We might be able to get ourselves out of this. This was a real error, actually. 30 minutes into the first episode. And let's just see these guys go. So hopefully they'll start building. Okay, yep. And can I turn off some buildings? Oh, God. Hang on. If these guys are allowed to build, can I take a second bond? Yes, I can take a second bond. I didn't realize I could take a second bond. Okay, good. All right, let's get everything turned back on. Yep, there we go. And now we should be right to go into speed 3. Okay, good. We can take second and third bonds. And what I'll just do here is I'm just going to put in this to... not that one. Let's do a 4-way intersection there, which we don't normally do in SimCity. Okay, and I'm going to go to there and do a that. Let's see if we can go here. So deletes, 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 delete. So this city is going to be an Omegaco city. At the very start of SimCity, we have the electricity always struggling, so let's jump in right now and just see. We've definitely got the electricity, but it's just connecting up to everything at the moment, so it is just getting into there. And of course there are no alarms except for the fact that we need to start doing some of these. So what we can do is go control here, here, and just do that, and all the way across there. So that'll deliver lots of industrial zoning straight to where we need it. We have enough here. So let's start to think about, should we see how much room we've got? Because I don't want to build, I want to make sure we do, yeah, because we can definitely build up into this corner. And then along here as well, and along here. Actually, we've got these two corners, so that's all pretty good. We're now got to think about our town hall, and I want that to be on one of these. In fact, it can be over here in the industrial sector. I think that could go quite well. And now that means we can get taxes, so we'll go from 9 to 11, and all of a sudden we are off and running. Name your city. Let's call it Anaconda Bay. I like that. Anaconda Bay works. Let's keep it as Anaconda Bay. Happy with that. If you have a name suggestion, leave it in the comments, and we might include that if we can change it in the next episode. So I'll check on the comments. Feel free to leave comments about the name suggestion. Making 1,077 per hour now, and the demand at the moment is for commercial. So what I'm going to do is I'll just zone up this section here as commercial. Then we'll get that, and we'll start to put a few more roads in. So let's go to speed 1. And we'll stay on the low density, and let's just start to see a few things come along. So that is a curved road. I'm going to do it like this, and I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to see if we can go like that. That's not too bad. Yep, I like that. And these guys can be... That's not too bad actually. I don't mind that. And that doesn't interfere with what we need to do, so that's pretty good. What about if I do I'll do a straight one over here. So right down the middle, and right near the train line, we'll go down the end, and then we'll do right down to, say, there. And then I'm going to put a road right in here. And let's get that. That's quite tight for zoning, because I don't want this to be heavily zoned in. So let's do this as a straight line. Yep. And if I go curve, I should be able to then go... No, I don't want that. What I could do though is, how about that? Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, and we are on curved roads as well, so that probably didn't help with that. Okay, one thing I do want to do nice and early is, as we've got the money, well, we're taking 2 loans, so we don't have lots of money, but let's get a few parks in. So I want some of these sort of single zone parks, the single dollar sign on them. We've got a few of those, but let's get a couple of these in, because these actually start to saturate it down a bit, and as you overlap them, they get a lovely kind of they overlap each other. Let's do that, and I must remember not to do too many of these, because I tend to build quite a lot of parks when I do this. Okay, good. So that's a few parks there, and of course, if we want people to level up in SimCity, we want them to have education. So that's the one thing I like to do, definitely in this first episode, is get some education in as well. We're asking for a few things here. One of them's going to be Dr. View, I believe. Is he? I don't want to do that, so I'll go no thanks, because the reward is only 5,000, and this one's saying Omegaco, and I'm going to say, do you know what? Ask me later on, but I'm going to take a screenshot of that, because I think that's quite nice. Yeah, so that'd be quite good. So we'll be able to we might be able to do something there, but I'm going to say, because 36,000 is a nice reward, and I'll go ask later. Okay, so but these little rewards definitely help us. I like that. It's not quite 45 degrees, but it's a nice little angle actually. I like that. I think that's quite nice. Okay, let's look at the zoning. Residential demand for zone for a medium. What is it? What's the name of it? Is it not medium density? Medium. Oh, hang on, something's flashing. If I go over it. Medium wealth. Medium wealth. So I must remember that to keep the medium wealth growing. We do that with parks. Now I want to put this section here. I want to put this all in the blue for a bit of commercial, and I think that'll do quite nicely. We have a commercial demand growing, and this is all pretty good. And I'm going to keep the residential over there, and this is all going to be residential. But what I might do is just pop a what is it? A high wealth sculpture. So it's 400 outlay. But it's really increasing some of this. In fact, we could put a second park just in there. Let's put this one. No, let's do that. Okay. 120 an hour. Yeah. Let's put him, say... Let's put him here so he's on this road. Let's put him there so he contributes. There we go. Look at the wealth pattern there is going quite good. So everyone seems pretty healthy at the moment. We have 11,000. And if I have a look here, what is my alarm? My yellow here is not enough freight. Industry ships do commercial buildings, so the trade depot or trade port is going to be a good thing to do. I don't believe that is something we're going to be doing this early in the game. We'll definitely be doing trade depots with the Omegaco, but not at this stage. But we are going to need a massive industrial area right across here. And that's going to even come down here into this kind of dirty side of the bay, but that's going to jump in there. Let's grab ourselves another screenshot actually, and let's do that. So hopefully that'll be quite nice. I'm not sure if it's going to show screenshot saved with over the top of me, but let's see how that goes. We are looking at a lovely profit at the moment of 1,800, and that's all doing pretty good, but I do have to start paying back some of these two bonds. Lucky for that bond there. Okay, quickly now let's just jump in and grab ourselves some education. So 16,000 there. Let's go on to speed 3 for the moment and see if we can get up to the 16,000, and then we'll start putting some bus stops in as well, because we're going to get the school buses in. So waiting for this to go across to there we go, and we grab ourselves a little bit of extra money. In fact, I'm going to take that third bond right away. And you can see that because we've got parks there, people are starting to build in, but what they won't do is they won't level up until we start getting education going. So let's get ourselves a grade school here. I think is a good spot right up against the park. Yep, and we'll get some bus stops. So one there, one here. We definitely don't want to forget about the industrial area. I think a bus stop in the industrial area is a good thing. Let's just keep making sure the blue. Look at those green faces. Putting them near big intersections. One right there and one over here. So that's all pretty good. And I'm going to grab myself, while I'm there, a regular shuttle bus depot. And I'm going to put him over here in the industrial area, or say there, right near the entry to town. And let's get ourselves a few of these. In fact, let's get ourselves one of these here, and then we'll get regular bus stops, and they're going to be, say, there, and we'll dot all these around. These are in a similar pattern to the school stops actually, but we want them. I like them near intersections. I like them sort of near that. And let's put one, say, there. Okay, that's good. And when we increase the road reach, we must remember to continue to add into those. You should start to see some people upgrade now, because even though it's low density roads, we can probably look at... let's keep the money rolling in at the moment. Oh, 4,000 323 people, so we're doing quite good at the moment. We can start to specialize the city and get a couple of drilling projects going, but definitely not in episode 1. This is episode 1 of SimCity 2013. I hope you're enjoying the kickback to the past, and a game that is much criticized in the community. Came out with so many problems, and of course the small size cities is definitely its main problem, but it had a lot of other problems. City Skylines came out around the same time, and look at that, it's one of the most successful city building games of all time, if not the most. So yeah, I'm aware of all that, but I do like SimCity 2013, so we're going to turn this lovely green city into a lovely dirty city. Just going to go speed 1, and I'm going to do myself a favour and pay off that large bond. So that'll bring our balance down to 3,700. We're at 4,300 or so people, and I would like to go into parks, and I would like to go into nature, and I want to jump in to the very end here and go plant forest. And if we have a look here, I think it's going to put farm trees in. But if we do, we can actually thicken the forest up here. So it doesn't cost that much money, but we can thicken the forest up. I don't know if it adds to people's happiness, but we definitely are going to continue to do it. Oh, yeah, we've used up all the money. Okay, so let's go to speed 3. Keep getting extra money in, and we'll start to look at what we're going to do next. If they want us to build a Omegaco again, we're going to say ask me later again. It's a lovely reward, but just not quite ready for that yet. For Omegaco, sometimes you want to import the 2 products, but in this city, we're going to actually do it ourselves. And this circular, we're going to drill them ourselves and keep them. This circular road as well, this main road here is actually going to go all the way around the city. So this will come out here, and it's going to go right the way around here and join up with that. And then we'll have the drills in the middle. And what we'll be able to have is all the way down here, we can have our trade depots, where we start creating Omegaco and grabbing them out of the trade depots and giving them to this massive industrial area. We are being asked to jump in and do something with the buses. Move those buses challenge. So for this one, we're having to turn passengers away because we can't handle the load. We at a garage. Yes, I'll do it. Okay, and our little tasks are going to be over here, but we need to. I think we need to add a garage, so we jump in here, and of course it's modular in SimCity. I don't know if you've seen this before, but it's all about adding in one of the buildings, and instead of adding another of the buildings for saturation, you increase those buildings, and that should work quite well. I might move and we get some money there. I might move that camera over to the other side for episode 2, because I don't think that's the right spot for it. Here we go. We are doing pretty good. I think someone's saying that they don't have access to poop, do they? I think they do. If we jump in here and have a look there, we have a 1.2 megawatt excess of power, which is not too bad. We'll increase the reach of that with extra turbines. Let's go speak to just for the moment. So power's good. If we have a look at water supply at the moment, 9.2 kilojoule per hour excess. That's fine until we get to about 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people. And of course, the other thing to look at here is the poop. And if you can see the water, you can see it all flowing there. I think because we're not using the avenue to get it, we're using this main road with the sewer running under that, and that's all working quite nice right down the end. It's moving pretty good. 10 kilogal per hour excess. Kilogallons. Kilogallons, I think. Yeah. Kilogallons. Okay, let's pay back that bond as well. So if we have a look at our bond, at the moment it's 173 for a bond of around 23,000. So we were paying 3 times that 170 per hour. but now we've brought it down to just the 1, and so that's pretty good. It just increases this a little bit, and of course we can jump back on and borrow more if we need to. We will do one thing before we end this episode of SimCity 2013. We're going to start strategically upgrading some of the roads. So this is a low density street. I want it to be medium, and if I have a look here, I'm going to go same there, and then I'm going to do this one right down the middle into medium as well, all the way down and right in, because you connect into the lovely, so that's low. It would cost 1,485. This one here as well. Yeah, we can do that, and we should be able to do this one. So I think I'll leave episode 1 here for SimCity 2013. I hope you've enjoyed that first episode, and let me just go from there to what are you doing? Yeah, don't forget to leave a comment, a like, and subscribe. And if you're happy with what you see on my channel, as this road goes into the orange and out of the red, yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to leave all those comments. I really appreciate them. Stitch Up's getting good viewership at the moment, and I'll see you in the second episode of SimCity 2013. Cheers.